Real Madrid are no strangers to long journeys across Europe, but this week they face one of the most unusual challenges in their Champions League history. Just days after a painful 5-2 defeat in the Madrid derby against Atlético, they were boarding a plane and heading nearly 4,000 miles east. Their destination was Almaty, Kazakhstan, to take on Kairat Almaty in a group stage match of the Champions League. This was not just another trip. It was one of the longest and most demanding journeys in the competition's history. For perspective, no previous Champions League match has ever been played this far east. The distance from Madrid to Almaty is about the same as flying from London to New Delhi. Real Madrid departed from Barajas Airport in the afternoon, spent close to 8 hours in the air, and arrived around midnight local time. The time difference, the travel fatigue, and the quick turnaround from the derby loss made this trip a serious logistical and psychological challenge. The club tried to frame the journey as therapy at 30,000 feet, after conceding 5 goals in the derby, something that almost never happens to Real Madrid. The players needed a reset, but the reset came in unusual circumstances, with the team arriving in Central Asia to face an opponent they had never played before in a city most of them had probably never visited. When Madrid landed in Almaty, they were greeted by a lively reception. Fans gathered outside their hotel, and local performers showcased Kazakh culture with traditional folk instruments. For the people of Almaty, hosting Real Madrid was a historic occasion, and for Kairat, this was the biggest night in their 71-year history. Kairat Almaty are not a household name in European football, but their path to the Champions League proper was remarkable. They advanced through several qualifying rounds, beating Olimpija Ljubljana, QPS from Finland, Slovan Bratislava, and then upsetting Celtic in the playoff. That victory gave them a spot in the group stage for the first time ever, hosting the most decorated club in Europe, with 14 Champions League trophies, is a dream come true for them. Their stadium may not match the size or glamour of the Santiago Bernabéu, but the atmosphere in Almaty is expected to be electric. For local supporters, this is more than a football match. It is a moment of national pride and proof that Kazakh football can step onto the biggest stage. For Madrid, however, the challenge is very real. Travel fatigue, limited preparation time, and the psychological scars of a derby loss could easily affect performance. Carlo Ancelotti and his staff have to balance rotation, recovery, and focus. The team must adapt quickly to the time zone, the environment, and the energy of a motivated underdog. This fixture highlights something bigger than just one game. It shows how the Champions League continues to expand its boundaries. Matches like Kairat versus Real Madrid prove that Europe's most prestigious competition can reach new regions, creating new football stories and memories far from traditional strongholds in Western Europe. It is also a reminder that no away trip can be taken lightly. Underdogs like Kairat will approach this opportunity with everything they have. For them, even a draw against Real Madrid would be historic. For Madrid, anything less than victory could be viewed as a crisis. So what should we expect? Madrid's superior talent, experience, and squad depth make them heavy favorites. But the circumstances of the match add layers of intrigue. How will Madrid respond to their derby humiliation? Can they shake off the travel strain and impose their rhythm? Or will Kairat feed off the energy of their home crowd and push the Spanish giants further into discomfort? One thing is certain. This is not just another Champions League fixture. It is a clash of worlds between a global powerhouse and a team stepping into the spotlight for the first time. Kairat versus Real Madrid is a reminder that football's magic often lies in these unexpected meetings, where history, geography, and culture collide on the pitch. As the whistle blows in Almaty, all eyes will be on how Real Madrid handle this unique challenge. Will it be the perfect rebound from their derby defeat, or will Kairat write a new chapter of underdog glory? Either way, this long journey east has already made Champions League history.